Ganga is responsible for Upanishads, I tell you. The way she made that Ganges valley rich, all the basic needs she provided. She supplied everything. Unfortunately, there was no war, no need for them to fight or defend. All the natural energies were supporting. All the needs are fulfilled and no need to fight for survival. That ambience, that space created such an amazing possibility. Such an amazing possibility. Such an amazing possibility. That's the right word I'll use. Such an amazing possibility. For them to sit within themselves, with the cosmos, with the universe, with the nature. The existence has started singing about itself through them. The background setting of each Upanishads is so different. But the truth radiated by them are all so beautifully synchronized. One reveals the truth about the universe, one reveals the truth about the human, one reveals the truth about the death, one reveals the truths about the life. It is like all your questions are blasted. And you are there in the cognition of the cosmos. And the whole cosmos is there in your cognition. Cosmic cognition. When the cosmos is in your cognition, you are in the cosmos cognition. And cosmos is in your cognition, you are in the cognition of the cosmos. The cosmic cognition. To put a human being into cosmic cognition, whatever understanding is required, everything is beautifully presented and repeated. Understand? Presented and repeated. And all the possible doubts which can arise is answered. That is why I am saying it belongs to whole universe. We may have it, but it belongs to whole universe. See, it's like a pharmaceutical company. It has a formula for a cancer drug to cure the cancer. That company may own it, but the drug itself, the cancer drug itself, belongs to whole world. Whoever has cancer should be provided with the drug. Same way, we may own the Upanishads. We might have inherited it, but it belongs to whole world. Whoever is suffering with the delusion, Maya, illusion, should be given these Upanishads. We should share with them. Fortunately, the first ever book I was introduced in my life, before even any school book entered my life, the first ever book I was introduced is Upanishads by Isaki Swamigal. And still we have that copy with us. We have that book. The four major Upanishads, Tamil translation. At that time I can't read. He will read and give explanation. Kuppamma will ask questions and he will give answers. Actually, only through that book I even learnt alphabets. Fortunately, even the language was taught to me only by my gurus. I did not go to school that regularly to learn something from that school. I went to school whenever there is no festivals in the temple, when I am free, which is less than 60 days a year. Please understand, Thiruvannamalai temple as at least 300 days festival in a year. And in that 60 days, sometime it will be summer holidays for the school and weekend. Anyhow, because I learnt the language to study these Upanishads, that book has become so part of me. It's actually a Tamil translation and commentary. I can literally just repeat the whole book. I can just literally repeat the whole book.